Hi team, I'm here to do a quick video on your geography assignment. So similar to the religion assignment video, I'm just here to explain the task and also give you a brief example of some of the expectations. So this is a great video to go back to if you ever get confused or you're not sure about a section or you just need a refresher. Okay, so this is a document here. This is your geography assignment that you will receive in class if you haven't already. And on it, it's got the task description and then some more elements down below. I'll get to those in a sec. Okay, so the Australian government has asked that you provide some more realistic information about the diversity of an Asian country of your choice to Australians who wish to travel there. You will compare an Asian country of your choice against Australia across 4 categories. You will make inferences about these 2 countries. Now, the word inference there is one you might not have come across before, and that basically means that once you're presented with some facts, you can make some quality informed guesses about those countries based on what you know from the facts. That's an inference. You will be supported with resources in the Google Classroom and the Google site. Just one note on that, guys. On the Google website that we use, the Year 6 website, there is a link down the bottom to the Google Classroom, which is where you will find lots of different links for 5 or 6 different countries that we have set up for you. Just in case you're finding your country quite difficult, that might be a good choice. You can, however, go to other country choices. You just need to check with your teacher. Okay, each week you will research and take notes on a different feature. You will then turn your notes into a typed paragraph for each feature. Finally, you will demonstrate or present your knowledge you have learned in a Scratch presentation. So the format of this task is that each week you will go through and research a particular set of features that are listed down below. And then you will go away and add to your Scratch presentation each week. So when you get to week 9 and you have to present a finished Scratch assessment video, it won't be a huge task. You'll just be sort of polishing off what you've already done so far. Okay, so for example, the first week you would have done, if you haven't already, researching in your research record with help from your teacher. And this is also an assignment you can do at home, parts of it as well. You can do the research at home. So the first thing you should have researched is these features, okay, capital and key cities, etc. Once you've researched those or you've looked at them, you add them handwritten in the lines provided. Okay, that is on this document that you would have received, and they're spread out here, so you can sort of spread them out in your notes too. The reason why we're handwriting that is just to minimize the chance that you're copying and pasting, which is plagiarism, which you're not allowed to do. You need to handwrite your notes. Obviously, like, you're going to have key cities and population that are going to be the exact figures from what you research, but we don't want whole sentences copy and pasted, so that's why we're just handwriting them. Okay, the next one, economic features, write your notes, blah, 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 blah. Okay, what you do then is to go away and write an actual paragraph, okay? Instead of just notes, it needs to be turned into a paragraph. All right, we've got a sample here, and it's got some sentence starters, okay? You will select one fact that you have researched from each of the following sections, okay? So you just choose one that you've researched. Population, economic features, natural, lifestyle, etc. You will then use the facts from Australia that we have researched, which we do in class, to draw a conclusion. Okay, so this is where a few people might be getting confused, and that's our job as teachers, is to make sure that you're fully understanding what you're doing and to help you with that. Okay, that's why we write these paragraphs in class time. We don't want you writing these paragraphs at home, okay? Just to make sure we're all on the same page, so to speak. So your paragraph needs to start with explaining your fact, okay? The next one is use a related fact from Australia to make a comparison. So you need to know the same fact from Australia, essentially. And then which you will research, and then write a statement that draws a conclusion, okay, between the two countries based on the one fact. Alrighty, so let's have an example, and there's some connective sentence beginnings too, which are a great idea to use. It says the population density of Canada is, and then the Canada fact about population. This compares to Australia, which has a population density of blah, blah, blah. Therefore, it could be concluded that, and that's one of these connectives, overcrowding in these countries would not be an issue, okay? Now, we're comparing Asian countries to Australia. So you might find that the Asian country of your choice has a really high population density, in which case your concluding sentence here might be different. It might say, therefore, it could be concluded that in China, overcrowding in cities is a much larger issue than in Australia, just as an example. Okay, so this document will be on the Google website as well. Going back to our document here, the last thing that you need to do is to present your Scratch video. Now, lots of people have different abilities with Scratch, me included, let me tell you. So I'm just going to go to the website now and just give you a quick download on how it works. Now, before I go to the website, actually, there's lots of really great videos just on YouTube. Okay, so I've just typed in Scratch, and then down here, the videos that have come up: Scratch Tutorial 1, make your first program. Scratch Overview. Lesson 1, Scratch Basics. So if you're really struggling to even get started, that's a great place to go. Now, I have already got an account with Scratch, and all I've done is just logged in. Okay, so you will need to sign in when you go there and create an account. That's important because it allows you to save your work. If you don't have an account with Scratch, then you need to create one. It's just free and it's really easy. Okay, so do that. Once you head on in, you can see lots of different videos of examples as well. Now, a few of you might be thinking, well, what exactly am I doing with my information to put it into my Scratch presentation? To give you an example, you need to basically convey the facts that you have talked about in your research in a sort of fun way. Now, don't want to give you too many hints, but you could think along the lines of a game show, for example, with your Scratch characters answering some of the questions based on the research you've collected. Or it might be a tour guide presentation, something like that. But the possibilities are endless, and this is really one of those assignments where I don't think any student can come up to the teacher and say, I'm finished, because there's always more that you could add, and there's always more information that you could make more fun and interesting in your presentation. If you feel like you're finished because you have talked about your 4 facts in total, don't feel like you need to stop at 4 facts. If you've got loads of time, I don't think you will have loads of time, but if you end up having a week or so where you feel like you've covered everything, go back and find a different fact or add something fun into the end of your Scratch presentation, okay? All that creative side's going to be important. This will also be one of those assignments that your teacher might be able to help you a little bit, but your classmates will be the best resource for you to get information on how to do things. So if you know what you want your Scratch character to do and you just can't figure it out, I reckon the best bet would be to ask each other rather than bombard the teacher with your requests, because hands down, I think the students are going to be better than the teachers at this, which is an excellent thing to see. And we have to teach you how to do some coding according to the curriculum. So this is the most fun way that we could think of to do that. All right, good luck. And if you have any questions, as I said, ask each other about the Scratch part of things. If it's about your assignment, and definitely go and see your teacher as well. Okay, good luck.